From a signature move that broke a world record to another so exceptional it embarrassed an entire country. These are 10 legendary signature moves in football history. And first of it is Ronaldo with the Ronaldo chop. Let's face it, my man Ronaldo annoys everybody. He's arrogant, he dives, he cries, he dates more hot women than the rest of us could even dream of talking to. But he's also a great player. Plus, he has a great, if not annoying, signature move, the Ronaldo chop. When he first broke through in the 2000s, he was a flying winger who tormented fullbacks with his speed and skill. And his favorite move was his signature chop. While dribbling in a straight line down the wing, Ronaldo would quickly change direction by leaping into the air and hitting the ball sideways, usually with the inside of his right foot. Ronaldo's supreme balance kept him on his feet, but the same couldn't be said for all of his opponents. He might be playing in faraway Saudi Arabia, but the Ronaldo chop is still a key part of his armory. Johan Cruyff is definitely one of the most famous players in football history. The Dutch national and FC Barcelona legend is well known for his delicate set of skills and footwork. When you picture him, you don't think of a particular goal or assist. His most famous on-field moment was a piece of skill out on the left wing. Cruyff was playing for the Netherlands against Sweden at the '74 World Cup. He was facing his own goal and being tightly marked by a defender. It looked like there was no way out, but Cruyff quickly came up with an idea. He pretended he was about to pass the ball with his right foot, but then suddenly dragged it behind his standing leg, completing a 180-degree turn. This tricky and quick maneuver left Ian Olsen wondering and confused, as he had the element of surprise after execution, giving Cruyff the time to sprint away. That's crazy. But not as crazy as Ronaldinho's Elástico. Now, as funny as it might sound, this move was originally invented by the Japanese-Brazilian football player Sergio Etchigo, who taught the trick to his Corinthians youth teammate, Brazilian playmaker Rivelino. Rivelino then showed it to the global audience at the 1970 World Cup final. Rivelino now claims to have perfected it, even if Etchigo is the original inventor. But the Elástico, sometimes known as the flip-flap, was perfected by Ronaldinho. The move was performed by pushing the ball away from you with the outside of your foot, and then quickly pushing it back the other way with the inside of the same foot. Ronaldinho used this trick to fool countless opponents. Even though two players lay claim to it, the Elástico remains Ronaldinho's signature move, one he'll always be remembered for. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is known for scoring spectacular goals, and that's because the Swede has a secret weapon that helped him do it. Zlatan is 6'5", but he has the agility of a diminutive winger, cause without it, he wouldn't have been able to score so many amazing acrobatic goals, like when he scored an astonishing 30-yard overhead kick against England.
Hart didn't quite get that right. Oh, look at that! That is absolutely astonishing.
It was so terrific that no one on the pitch or in the stands could believe what they'd witnessed. He also replicated the same while playing for LA Galaxy and PSG. And that makes sense because my man Zlatan is a black belt in Taekwondo, which helps him contort his body into difficult positions to score such insane goals. Francesco Totti is only one of the very few footballers who played for just one team throughout his career. He is naturally AS Roma's most capped player as well as their top goal scorer, while he is also the second highest scorer in Italian football history with over 250 goals. Dude even got offers from Milan, and Madrid even wanted to make him a Galactico. But he always opted to remain in Rome due to his love for the club and the city. And it was here he did his trademark goal, which is a cheeky chipped shot over the goalkeeper. It's called cucchiaio, which translates to spoon in standard Italian. No, we don't get it either. Totti, the master of cucchiaio and of all things arrogant, did it against the Netherlands in 2000. Empoli in 2004. Milan in 2005.
Anche insieme a Maria, insiste ancora Totti, lo aspetta Materazzi, Totti si porta quasi in zona tiro, Totti si è liberato, pallonetto, Francesco!
And he just wouldn't stop embarrassing teams on live TV. Zinedine Zidane was one of the finest players of his generation. He glided across the turf with grace and style. No one could stop him when he was at the top of his game. Zidane's most famous move was the roulette, also known as the 360 turn. When Zidane is approaching a defender, he'd simply drag the ball back with the studs of his right foot, spin his body around, and then drag the studs of his left foot over the ball. Zidane employed these tactics to get out of tight situations. Sometimes the skill allowed him to get past more than one opponent. At other times, the roulette left defenders making clean air shots. Performing the roulette at full speed while wearing football boots isn't as easy as Zidane makes it look, cause even in Brazil, the home of one of the most skillful players in the world, had no answer for it. Lionel Messi, the little magician from Argentina, is one of the most gifted players in the game of football. I mean, this guy has left even the best defenders hopeless when facing him. Messi is known for both his individual brilliance and collective effectiveness in the game of football. He is literally a living nightmare for the opposition, especially defenders. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner uses the simplest of tricks and still manages to overturn the opposition's defense. He fakes a move by dropping his shoulder in one direction and accelerates in the other direction as soon as the defender commits to his fake. And the sweetest part is, Messi doesn't need momentum on the ball to generate this effective move, cause he can execute this even when the ball is stationary. This just goes to show that mastering the basics is always important, even in football. Neymar is one of the best things that ever happened to football, and at the same time, he's one player I either really like or really don't. He became the most expensive player in the world in 2017 when he moved from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain for a whopping £198 million. He's one of the most lethal goal scorers and best creators in the game. So all of this makes him a marked man in every match he plays. Something which was evident when PSG took on Strasbourg in the Coupe de France. Cause when running at Zemzemi, he pulled off an absolutely outrageous rainbow flick, which saw him beat 2 players.
Well, perhaps all they've managed to do here, Strasbourg, is make him angry. That was not far away.
Hilariously good. But I'm beginning to think it's illegal because the next time he tried it, he got smacked with a yellow card. We've had the Cruyff turn and the Ronaldo chop, but a lesser-known skill is Mesut Ozil's trademark bounce shot. Mesut has perfected his signature shooting technique so well that instead of just kicking it straight, he hits it with the top part of his foot so that it bounces off the ground and makes it really hard for goalkeepers to catch. It's like he's giving the ball a spin, and because it goes so fast, goalkeepers find it difficult to stop. Yeah, and here's why.
So if you make chip, sometimes the defender can clear it, you know.
Okay.
So if you chip the ball goes slowly to the goal.
Okay.
So if you do like that, so it's still chip, but it's
quicker.
Quicker, yes.
Roberto Firmino with the dangerous no look. Firmino is a versatile player gifted with vision, technique, and good tackling ability, which is rare in a striker. But scoring goals whilst turning his head away became his biggest trademark at Liverpool. This only goes to prove that he's one of the cheekiest yet most composed artists in world football. This guy surely deserves credit for pulling this move off in a stylistic fashion on several different occasions. And you know who else deserves a break? Yeah, my man Cristiano. Cause dude hit the headlines after auctioning one of his most prized possessions. And right after that, he copped the most expensive flying machine ever. Now I see why they call him the GOAT. So what are you waiting for, man? Click this video to check it out.